All right, Matt, 2-minute predictions. We're back and ready as ever. And there's no UFC this week, but we do have Bellator 225. And listen, this is a card that you don't want to sleep on. There's a lot of great prelim fights. Hopefully they don't get bumped to postlims, but I'm sure they will. Bridgeport, Connecticut, not Uncasville, not the Mohican Sun or Mohican Sun Casino, I guess it is. The usuals. So our first fight on the main card, you've got a super prospect. This guy's as blue chip as they come in Tyrell Fortune. And again, not Tyree Fortune, it's Tyrell taking on Rudy Schaffroth. Both of these guys 6-0. Matt, this is a really fun fight for a lot of different reasons. Rudy Schaffroth's one of those guys that hardcore MMA fans are definitely going to recognize for his first round knockouts and first round finishes. A guy who's racked up not 1, not 4, but all 6 of his wins by first round finish. What can we expect from Schaffroth in this fight? And kind of give us a bit of a background on him.
So he's got really heavy hands. I mean, we were going over some of his highlights before this. If he does land, it is probably going to be over for Fortune. It doesn't really matter who he's going to fight. And that's the good thing about Bellator. It seems like finally they do have a lot of kind of prospects in the heavyweight division. They're not just doing like the Legends League thing anymore. So it's a really fun time to be a Bellator fan, especially in the heavyweight division. But it's definitely... Listen, I'm picking Fortune in this fight. I don't think that's a very... it's not a difficult pick to make. I just think Fortune, he's such a good wrestler, and he's so good at all aspects of MMA that I feel like he's just going to kind of be able to overwhelm Rudy in this fight.
And for Tyrell Fortune, he's a guy that, listen, he can bounce around from camp to camp, but he's a former Division II All-American, and he was a 2013 Division II All-American Men's Wrestler of the Year. So this guy has those types of credentials, but... he doesn't have to just use the wrestling. You go back and watch his last fight in February of this year. Listen, man, he pieced his opponent up on the feet. It was a right straight, followed it up by a knee and knocked him out. And if we have a look, because there's not odds on this fight yet, but if we go over to Tapology, the proof's kind of in the pudding. 94% of 277 that voted are going with Fortune in this fight. Listen, Rudy Schaffroth is a really good fighter, and he's a great prospect. He fought Vernon Lewis in his last fight, a good one. But we're closing in on 2 minutes, Matt. I'm going to be picking Fortune as well, but a great card, a great fight to kick off the main card here between Tyrell Fortune and Rudy Schaffroth. We'll get into the rest of the main card, Matt. So, without further ado, let's get into it.